How's it going, people? Rolly42 here. As you can see by the title of this video, I have finally gone ahead and uninstalled Call of Duty Black Ops 4 from my computer. Now, for some of you that have seen my previous videos, you may notice that it's kinda weird for me to do that, because I've been playing the game diligently for the past few months. I have gotten lots of contracts done, microtransactions, I have learned the maps for zombies up and down. This is a game I have legitimately enjoyed, so why would I go ahead and uninstall it from my computer? Well, the reason is pretty simple. At the time of this recording, there was a really big patch coming up for the PC version of Black Ops 4. This patch, judging by the patch notes, was going to fix up a couple of things, and they were putting in a couple of other extras before the final DLC and the final event came up. Which is very nice, it's understandable. Like, I am no stranger to this game being really big and this game being live service, so constant updates are necessary to make the game run better, but this particular update made me realize just how I was dedicating a little too much time into this game, and also I was dedicating a little too much of my hard drive space and too much of the bandwidth. Because this final patch was 27 gigabytes big. This is not a little thing to talk about. Now, it is true, like I said, video games these days, especially online video games like Call of Duty, they are supposed to get big patches. After all, games are getting more detailed, they are getting bigger textures, they are getting loaded with a lot of new things, new models to add. I understand it, I realized it. But 27 gigabytes is the size of a more recent game. Like, I can install a game like Yakuza 0 that has a lot of less space needed. I believe the game is 20 to 25 gigabytes big, and it's offering me a lot more content than Call of Duty is doing. Not only that, this is the part where I'm realizing that I am spending all this bandwidth to install all these big patches just so I can continue to keep playing the 3 base zombies maps. Because, as I mentioned in other videos, I don't really care for the multiplayer modes of Call of Duty. I'm terrible at them, and the community is not exactly helpful along with the mechanics of the game to make it enjoyable. It's just not for me, okay? I'm not gonna say the game is terrible, but I'm simply not the target audience. For the zombies mode, however, this mode was definitely made for me. I enjoy zombies, I enjoy survival modes. This game really did give me my money's worth, but like I said, I'm not gonna be installing 27 gigabyte patches just so I can play those 3 maps. Now, I could have gotten the DLC maps and I would have said, yeah, you know what? Maybe these big patches are worth it because it's optimizing up to 8 zombies maps that I could be enjoying and having a blast with. But at the same time, I could not get those DLC maps because Activision got this weird obsession of making the players get all or nothing. Either blowing $60 on the entire season pass, or I simply stick with the base maps, which I basically did. Now, those are basically the technical aspects as to why I resolved to uninstall the game. Now, for the more personal reasons, is that as much as the zombies mode may be one of the best incarnations of zombies Call of Duty has made, these zombie sessions I've been playing about 1 to 2 hours a day, it's been eating up a lot of my backlog time. Now, as you know, I'm a PC gamer. I like to purchase games on sale because I don't really have $60 to throw around every time a new game comes up. I kinda have to play the patience game. So this means that with sales and humble bundles, I have a pretty big backlog of games. And spending most of my days playing Call of Duty, well, it basically means it's eating on into my backlog time. Which, again, I don't really regret it because this game really did give me a lot of fun, but at the same time, I kinda feel like the game gave me my fix. And I feel maybe it is about time I dedicate all these hours I put into Call of Duty into playing the rest of the games on my backlog. And there is a lot of fantastic games out there, so I might as well use that bandwidth and that hard drive space properly and do that. It is kind of unfortunate, but yeah, it is something that it is going to happen. I really don't know when will I install this game again, because at the time of this recording, the game occupies 150 gigabytes of space. I don't have that much space, and as I said, I would rather dedicate my time to something else, and besides, this game has the always online curse. Call of Duty Black Ops 4 is a live service, which mind you is something I really do not like. This means there is going to come a point when Activision is going to decide, hey Treyarch, we are going to need you to pull the plug on those servers. We're going to need you to dedicate more time to the recent games, and well, that is just an unfortunate outcome that is going to come. Like, the day the servers of this game are pulled, it is going to be the day those 150 gigabytes are going to become just abandonware, just shovelware occupying space because you can no longer use them. Unless, of course, Activision has a stroke of genius and they decide, hey, you know what? We're gonna give you an offline mode so you can keep playing no matter what. But considering this is Activision we are talking about, this is a AAA company, I very much doubt they are going to do anything to preserve their games. They will rather have their gamers consistently invest their money on the latest entry and just waste all this time, all this writing, modeling, all the programming, all the development that goes into these games to simply go to waste by making them into a disposable product. And that is just something that is not cool. I would rather let my games be preserved for as much time as possible so they can be revisited whenever, because making video games is not a simple deal. It is something that requires a lot of crazy man hours, a lot of crazy crunch, and to treat it like something that you're going to simply dispose of because the next sequel for the next year is coming, I don't know, I just feel it is disrespectful to the very talented people working with these games. But anyways, I think I made my case. I'm rambling at this point. Long story short, I uninstalled Black Ops 4 because I am tired of the 20 plus gigabyte patches, and I'm kinda tired of having all these amazing zombies mode eating up my gaming time. I would rather start spicing things up again and at least end the year saying I finished a handful of games. But yeah, that is all I had to share, just a couple of things I had on my mind. What do you guys think? Do you think I made the right call on installing Black Ops 4? Let me know in the comments area. I always enjoy listening to your feedback. You can agree with me, you can disagree with me. As for me, that is going to be it for this video, so thank you very much for watching, and as usual, I'll see you all in the next one.